Alright, on this episode of Displacement Garage, the Tundra is getting some new headlights and headlight bulbs. Stay tuned. Okay, so like I said, the Tundra's gonna be getting some new headlights. There's nothing wrong with these ones. They work pretty good. I've had standard halogen bulbs in them. Don't really have complaints as far as their functionality. My complaint is the plastic chrome. Not a fan of plastic chrome, really don't like it. And I generally don't like chrome on anything past like the 1950s, 60s, 70s. Some of them are okay. But newer vehicles with the plastic chrome, it's not my thing. And it doesn't really fit with what I want to do with the Tundra in the first place. So I'm going to be getting rid of the chrome, and where I'm starting is with the headlights. As far as finding a pair of good looking headlights that have good beam patterns and good reviews, I really couldn't find anything that wasn't really mixed in the reviews of looks, functionality, and so on and so forth. So I just kind of threw the dice and purchased a set of these guys. Sorry for the glare. I'll do what I can to get a better shot for you guys later. But in this pattern of wanting to upgrade and get something that works functioning, I also thought maybe going with a set of LED lights might help with the deficiencies of the aftermarket light. With all of that being said, there has been some stuff out there that is pretty good from what I hear, but it's way outside my price range. I mean, I think it was somewhere around $600-700 per pair of lights, and my understanding is they would you send them your lights, or you send them your lights afterwards as a core exchange, and they take them apart, paint the inside to get rid of the plastic chrome minus the reflectors obviously, and retrofit them for HIDs. Way outside my budget, hence why I'm doing this. I mean, I think these were like $40 or whatever, and I can't remember what the headlights were, but they weren't that expensive. I mean, maybe $200. And I don't know, I think they look pretty neat with the white pattern. They kind of give you that Raptor look for a daytime running light. On these ones, one of the complaints was the brightness of this daytime running light just wasn't very good. When I eventually do go to hook them up, we'll look at maybe you can use a resistor or something like that to up the brightness. So anyway, so I wanted to try out various things and give a fairly good comparison. So the first place I started off was cleaning these ones up. These were very oxidized and they look pretty bad. I've tried a couple of those headlight restoration kits before, and it's one of those things you constantly have to do over and over again. A while back I came across Chris Fix, has a lot of videos out there, great content. If you don't know who he is, I suggest you go find his videos. I mean, they're great. They're well beyond anything I can do, hence why I didn't film restoring my headlights. His video's way better. You just get the sandpaper, get the clear coat that he got, and go to town. The results are pretty good. I could probably got them a little bit better if I spent some more time on them, but I just wanted to get them cleaned up enough so I could do a comparison between standard halogen bulbs in this housing and then LEDs in this housing. So why don't I go ahead and show you those right now. I have a couple where I'm driving and a couple where they're up against the garage door. The LED bulbs are 6000 K, so they're a lot more white or blue, and the standard halogens it's very yellow. I'll try and, I think I have a shot of when I have my fog lights in there that are still the same halogen bulb, and what they look like, and they kind of yellow out. You thought was white, and now next to the bluish white they look yellow. So I'm going to be changing those out too. Alright, so that was a comparison between the halogen and the LED bulbs. I think the LED bulbs work great. I think I probably could have gotten a little bit better beam pattern if I adjusted them. This model of JDM Star allows you to rotate on the LED housing where the two LEDs project. From what I could tell, they're kind of projecting in this direction. If I rotated them to be in line with the reflectors, I think I probably could have gotten a little bit better beam pattern. But I just didn't want to waste my time, being I'm taking these headlight assemblies out. Otherwise, I think they work great. Long-term wise, we'll see. So the next step in this endeavor is to kind of do this all over again with the aftermarket one. So I'm gonna start off with the halogen bulbs that I originally had in here, and then I'll do another comparison with LED bulbs in this housing. But before we get to that, I'm going to be sealing the new housings with some extra silicone. Aftermarket headlights are notorious for having moisture issues and stuff like that, so I'm going to do a little work ahead of time to prevent that from happening. So let's get to it. that's that. It's not pretty. I'll let them sit overnight, and then I'm also gonna do some research on the light bulbs. Find out if I can get LEDs for them. Something. Well, I mean, we'll see how these perform. Maybe I can even retrofit the factory bulbs in them. I'm gonna go do some research, and I'll let you know about it tomorrow. Have a good night. Okay, so it's the next day. The cell cone's cured, so we're gonna go ahead and throw the headlights in. There was a little bit of confusion yesterday, and the confusion was warranted because the ad for these headlights did say that it took factory bulbs. Well, they don't. They take H1 bulbs. Factory bulbs for this year Tundra are H11 and 9005 and now 9000 or 9006, I believe, for the high beams. So not H1, and they're significantly different. I don't see a good way of retrofitting the new headlight housings for the factory bulbs. So I'm not going to be able to do a one-to-one comparison between the halogen and the LED bulbs that I have for this truck. But I still will do kind of, a comparison between the halogen bulbs that came with the lights, which probably aren't very good, with LED lights that I have purchased. But that'll be another episode, probably when I actually wire the daytime running lights for the new headlights. So let's get to it. So that's it for this video. The lights are in and they're looking pretty sharp. A couple of the shortcomings I think are fitment could have been a bit better, the brightness of the daytime running lights, and the fact that I don't take factory H11 and 9000 series bulbs. So I think we can overcome a couple of those issues as I figure out how to wire in the daytime running lights, maybe throw in a resistor, and then I haven't decided if I'm gonna run a dedicated switch for those or tie them into the Tundra's daytime running lights. The other thing we need to do is see if we can modify the weather seal on the back of the headlights to accommodate a fan for the H1 LED bulbs. So we'll be doing that next episode. If you haven't already done so, go and check out Chris Fix's videos. They're very good. With the headlight restoration video, it was very on point. They were looking pretty sharp. I got mine looking pretty sharp. I think I could have got them look better if I took more time with them. Alright, so that's it, and if you like what you saw here today, click the like button. If you like in general what you see on Displacement Garage, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.